Hi YouTube. This is in response to Lauren's video, which was posted back in 2007. I'm sure by now she's learned a little more about what these episodes are. These DEJA VU Simple Partial Seizures, which is what most people are calling them, I've found. I don't think it has an official medical name because it's not yet recognized throughout the medical community. But over the last year, I have stumbled on a few forums and some explanations, and so it was only this year that I found out these were simple partial seizures, and it was a type of simple partial seizure, and those can be caused by three things. It can be caused like a genetic disposition, someone's in your family has it. Could be caused by a tumor, which thankfully I've ruled out, and it could also be caused by head trauma, which I believe is my case, and I believe is Lauren's case as well. I've also read that it could be a form of temporal lobe epilepsy. I'm not sure which fits into which group, if temporal lobe epilepsy is a type of simple partial seizure or vice versa, or if they're separate things, but that gives you at least a starting place to start looking online for some more information on the subject. So anyway, mine started 4 years ago. I was in college, and I was very relaxed, sleeping well, living very comfortably, not stressed at all, really enjoying classes. Everything was great. So I can't say it was stress-induced. But I started getting these episodes, and I didn't know what they were. It was this feeling of deja vu, but not quite. And you feel like you're trying to remember a dream or something, and it feels very significant. Like you want to feel like a puzzle you have to figure out. And as soon as the episode's over, in about 30 seconds, in my case, all those details are gone. Like they just fade from your memory. And if you do happen to write them down, I go back and look at that list of words that I write down while I'm having these episodes, and I remember writing something down afterward. I don't remember exactly what. When I look at the piece of paper, the words make no sense. It's like random words like fire truck and mushrooms and it feels like you're having the same episode over and over again, but I don't think that's the case. I think it's just that people call them auras. As far as helping take care of it and reducing the amount of episodes that you have, I do not work for this company, but Jaro methyl B12, one of the things I found on a forum, wrong diagnosis. I believe there's a thread called strange deja vu feelings or something like that. People were suggesting that these could be triggered by B12 deficiency, so I figured, rather than spend tons of money on tests, I'd try the B12 for a while, and I can't tell if it's helping yet. I'm going to stay on it for a year and see, but yeah, I've got 1,000 milligrams here, and it's sublingual, so you just leave it under your tongue. I actually have one going right now. Sugar pill, it's sweet, not pain in the ass at all, excuse me. This one's 1,000 milligrams. I do it every other day. The other thing is water. Dehydration has been said to cause these things, so yeah, I drink lots of water. Too much caffeine, too much alcohol, that can do it. Lack of sleep can do it. And I believe that was my case. Last night I had one, and I'm a little out of it today. But I think it was a mild one. I've had 3 or 4 this year, where this is the first time I've had an actual smell while it's happening. And it's different for people, so you don't always have this symptom, but yeah, some people get a really pleasant smell, like cookies, and I get this like noxious, I can't even describe it. It's just very unpleasant, and it makes you sick to your stomach. Occasionally I get nauseous afterward, and I don't know, I think probably just the severity of the episode determines whether or not you're gonna have that burning, nasty, awful smell, or the nausea afterward. Only a couple times I've actually been in a good mood afterward. Usually I'm kind of down and I can't remember things. And even today at the doctor's office, I asked some people some questions, and I didn't even listen to the answer. Like, they kept repeating themselves to me, and I hate that. I'm not usually like that. But anyway, so what happened was a couple years ago, 4 years ago when they started, I went to see a neurologist, and he scheduled me for an MRI and an EEG, and both came back negative, and he had no idea what the stuff was, and I mean, that's understandable because it's not that well known yet. And then they kind of went away for a while, and they started back up again. I scheduled an appointment for another neurologist, and he was the first to suggest that it was a simple partial seizure. And when I shared my information about B12 and all that, he kind of laughed at me like, haha, okay, kiddo. And he could be right, that it really isn't doing anything. But he did want to schedule me for another MRI and EEG. I did the MRI, but these are very expensive tests. And from after I found that forum, which was in the middle of this whole second round of talking to a neurologist, a lot of people on there had said they had gone to see a neurologist and done these tests, and that they found nothing. And since these episodes are so random, you probably only have a chance of seeing something on an EEG if you actually have an episode while you're plugged in. And since I can't trigger it on my own, some people can, but since I can't do it on my own, and it's a very expensive test, I'd rather not do it. So, and I mean, the whole point of the test was to really determine if that was indeed like a type of seizure. So, since I'm pretty sure it's a simple partial seizure, we can move on from there. He recommended a couple medications, but since in the long run it's a rather mild symptom, I'd rather not. Just feeling a little out of it for a couple days, I can live with that. So I'm just going to try to keep on the water, cut down my caffeine, stay on the B12, and just keep looking online for some more answers. So yeah, do some research. And if you do go see doctors, don't always jump on their suggestion if they're just guessing, if you sense that. I mean, no disrespect to doctors, but since this is such an unknown area, it could really end up costing you a lot. So yeah, do some research. And yeah, also, if anyone can recommend a doctor in Southern California or Indiana, that would be great, who recognizes this. That would be awesome. So in the meantime, I'm just gonna drink my water and try to sleep, which, we should be doing that anyway, huh? Alrighty. Thank you, Lauren, for posting that video. I love your accentless. It's very nice. I'm very jealous. And yeah, peace, YouTube.